Have you seen these like alpha males on everything? These alpha male podcasts, alpha male advice, all this kind of stuff out there. For those of you who don't know, there's like this subcategory of social media content where these guys basically either they have a podcast and they just say loads of shit that absolutely doesn't mean anything, or they are just like really weirdly, violently aggressive for some reason, like screaming into the microphone, where they kind of tell men how to do various things, how to treat women being the main one, how to make money, how to become a millionaire overnight. This millionaire shares his morning routine and it's stuff like get up and be thankful, you know, stuff like that. Basically, these alpha males are like, imagine like incels, right? But they act like they have their life together and they act as though they weren't bullied in school and now they're just angry. These men are people who obviously had a really shitty time in school in terms of their relationships with the opposite gender when they were younger, and now they're just kind of like angry at women. It is incel behavior, you will see. And you know what's really strange is this advice they're giving out. Nobody who they want to think that they are alpha males think they are alpha males. No one thinks that these people are alpha males apart from the incels watching them. Let me show you.
We don't want hoes, okay? You want to be a hoe? That's fine, but you gotta lay in your fucking bed and sleep there, just like Lana Rhoades, just like Mia Khalifa, just like all these other girls that fuck on camera and think, let me get a guy to pay full price for this used fucking car. It never works. It never works.
So this guy, I don't know who he is, but he seems to be everywhere when you type in alpha male. Looking the way he does seems to think that he is above people, because he's had a few veneers and his glasses don't suit him. And then he adds to this later on, saying that basically if a man doesn't want to sleep with a woman who's been with a few other men, then they get called things like misogynistic and all these other words. And then he also says men can't sleep with younger women anymore.
But we're in a crazy world where men can't have standards. A guy can't even say, I want younger women anymore. He can't even say that shit, even though it's biologically ingrained in men to want women when they're in their peak years. But no one bats a fucking eye when a bitch says, I want a guy that's 6 foot tall plus.
So you're upset that you can't... What's the real issue here? What's the real issue here? Let's take a look at some more advice from alpha males. This is how to speak like an alpha. 1, don't say I like it, say it's pleasant. Don't say goodbye, say see you. Don't say you first, say after you. Don't say you're welcome, say my pleasure. Don't say tell me, say I'm listening. Don't say shut up, say be quiet. 7, don't say I don't know, say let me find out. 8, say I'm sorry, say apologies accepted. 9, don't say I think, say I believe. 10, don't say I'm lost, say I'm exploring. 11, don't say I'm tired, say I could use some rest. 12, don't say I don't care, say it doesn't matter to me. 13, Jesus, don't say I can't do it, say I'll give it my best shot. 14, don't say I need help, say assistance would be appreciated. 15, don't say I have to, say I choose to. 16, don't say I guess, say I'm certain. 17, don't say I'm hungry, say I could use a meal. 18, don't say I'm busy, say I have prior commitments. 19, don't say I want that, say that has my interest. 20, don't say I'm fine. How fucking long does this go? You get the gist. Female Psychology and Flirting series, link below. So basically, this was like how to speak like an alpha male. When, in the Victorian times, you're a Victorian gentleman. Ooh, I'd rather get some rest right now. You know what I mean? Ooh, that sparks my interest. Why are you sounding like some, you know, like gentleman from the Victorian era? Don't say I like it, say it's pleasant. Ooh, today's rather pleasant for a walk on the promenade. Like, come on. Okay, listen, this guy, he has been online forever. This is a guy called Alpha M, and he, I remember his videos ages ago on YouTube, and he does stuff like how to wear jeans to make women go crazy, how to tuck your shirt in to make women go crazy, how to do your hair in a way that will make women go crazy.
Like 95% of women do not reach that point of, oh mama, from just you pounding away, right? It takes more in terms of stimulation of that little thingy thing, right? Whether or not it's grinding or rubbing or having a bigger, thicker, big out. All about the stimulation of that little thingy thing, right? But that thingy thing doesn't just stop where you can see it. It goes all the way up, right? But it makes sense, right? When it's thicker, right, and you're going in, it basically is stimulating that thing like all the way up, and there's more ability to create friction on it, which means a more satisfying experience for her.
Wait, what? I'm so lost. I'm really lost. Luckily, he has some advice I might be able to understand. How to walk like a badass.
I'm going to show you how to walk like a badass. Your walk is one of the most powerful nonverbal communicating tools.
Oh, I also need to say this, right? For some reason, when you're researching like alpha males, a lot of the time the example is just that guy from Peaky Blinders. It's such, again, that like behavior of like, oh, I want to be just like that fake character who doesn't really exist, because they can't exist, because they will be insufferable in real life. You know what I mean? Like alpha males.
You walk all weird if you're walking with short little steps. That's not a bad. If you look down and you're not making eye contact, not a bad. If you're taking big weird steps, not a bad. Bad walks like this. Boom! Chest up, shoulders back, head elevated, looking people in the eye. And when he walks with nice, confident, even strides. His shoulders, little roll action, just like that, right there. Boom! Yes, bad.
So his advice is to put your shoulders back and then walk like this. Like that woman from Mars Attacks. Eye contact. Shoulders back, head up. Eye contact. Shouting in his room. This is how you wear jeans. Right, I'm so surprised that after all this time, he's been on YouTube for years. I remember seeing clips from him years and years and years ago. Same old shit. I'm so surprised he still doesn't have a decent microphone. Like, get yourself an overhead microphone like I have here. It doesn't have to be on you. It doesn't have to be on your camera. It will catch the sound for you. You don't have to shout in a room by yourself.
I don't think there's ugly men. Most men can fix themselves up. Style, charisma, clothing, the whole nine. At least, even if you're the ugliest dude, you could probably level up to a 5, 6. Yeah. Add money to that, you're a 7, 8 now. Yeah. Everybody can do it.
There are ugly men. Facts, there are ugly men. No matter how much money, there are ugly men. And this is a thing. A lot of, again, these alpha males, they seem to put a lot of like value into things that other men find value in and assume that's what women like. All they're doing is they're trying to attract other men to think that they are alpha males. It's like a pyramid scheme of humans. Like, I'm an alpha male. I've recruited you, this male, now as an alpha male. Now you need to pretend you're an alpha male and pretend you got loads of money. No one who isn't a child boy is watching this thinking you're an alpha male. Oh, okay, I want to die. That was horrible. You know what? This is like no offense to them or anything, but imagine being like a couple and being like, should we film this thing where you growl at me and then I growl at you and it'll be really cute? Rule to learn, that's so rude. No man can steal your woman. They'll steal your problem. Real women cannot be stolen. They're loyal. But what if you're the problem? What if you are the issue that the girl's like, you know what, actually, I'd rather be with someone else. This is it again. It's that incel behavior. It's like the man can do no wrong. It's always the women's fault as to why something is happening.
If I were 24, I would not even be looking for a long-time partner until I was at least 28. And I feel like 28 is pretty young. There's so much you have to do. And those guys that get married early, they never achieve what they should have achieved. And it doesn't work because he never becomes the man that he could have. I would put my head down and get so deeply ingrained in fitness. I'd go box, business, and build your money and build yourself as a man. I truly believe women bet on horses. They look down at the field and they're like, which one of these guys are going to win?
Perhaps if you were like dating when you were younger, you might learn more things about how people think, how other people think. You know what I mean? Also, if you're in a relationship that holds you back from achieving what you want to do, you're not in the correct relationship. You know? I've been in a relationship for 11 years. Wait. 12 years, and it hasn't held me back from anything. Perhaps you're just with a wrong person. You know, it's not anything to do with you not having done fitness when you were in your 20s or having done boxing when you were in your 20s. It's not that. It's probably your choices in yourself. There's a lot of blame from alpha males that women are kind of like ruining their lives or not living their lives correctly. And it's kind of like, no, you're an incel. You're an incel who has too much confidence in themselves when you really shouldn't have. That confidence is completely displaced, really. Trust me. How to talk like an alpha. Don't say, sorry, B, because I was late. Sorry, B, because I was late. Say, thank you for waiting. Don't say, do you like dancing? Say, you look like the kind of girl that likes to dance. Tell me something about you. Don't say that, don't say that. Say, I know I'm super interesting, douche, but let's talk about you. Sick of being a beta male? I've got you, king. Drop me a follow for daily alpha advice. I bet that's some good advice.
Makeup is the most accepted lie in society.
So reshaping your body and like working out and giving yourself tone muscles, that's also changing your appearance.
Conflating exercising and getting fit to makeup, something that can be put on and removed.
Couldn't you compare your beard to makeup since it hides your jawline?
That's not true. Yeah, that is true.
So you're comparing a beard to makeup?
Not directly. I'm not saying they're the same thing. I'm just saying you probably having that beard makes you a little bit more flattering looking in the same way that makeup might make a woman look more flattering.
I sort of see what you're saying. Certainly some men, the beard can help shape the jawline a bit. You know, you said that men lie about their height on dating apps. And I said, well, I think women lie more, and that's through makeup and through filters.
Okay, let's talk about this, because this guy is he's got a point, right? And then he's trying to make loads of points from this point. The main point, though, however, is invalid because it's stupidity. If you look at somebody wearing makeup, and you think their lips are genuinely that color, their lashes are genuinely that fluffy from birth, their brows are just naturally that bold and thick and outlined in black, you think they have naturally shimmery gold eyelids, then you're a fucking idiot. And even if we're talking about subtle makeup, right? A bit of foundation. You have an issue with somebody having maybe skin that is slightly redder than it was online. Like, the issue isn't that people are deceiving you, is that you are so stupid that you can't figure out what is makeup and what isn't, in terms of obvious makeup, and also what is a filter and what isn't. If you can't see pores on someone's skin, if you can't see realistic skin texture, as a normal human being who has eyes in the real world offline, you should be able to see that that person's skin has been smoothed out or has a filter. Don't blame people and then try and make loads of different points about it because you're not smart enough to see what features on someone's face are realistic or not, or look drawn on or not. Shut up.
I want to be afraid of my man. I want to know that my man can go out there and rip an animal to shreds if he needs to. He's going to protect me.
What do you mean afraid of your man?
Like, I want to be afraid of him, scared of him. Because if he needs to protect me in the end, I don't want a caring, compassionate man who makes a lot of money to take care of me. No. I want a man that's a beast. That's like when I'm like, man, there's someone out there. He's like, bet, I'm on it.
I got this.
I got this.
But
and that's not a
cons to that. Like they just can cut off that whole side of the compassionate and the caring side.
Well, a good woman knows how to bring that out of her man. She's feminine enough. She used her feminine powers to bring that out when it's necessary. But that's not that is not anywhere on my fucking vision board.
Healthy relationships. Listen, I could go out there if I wanted to and shred an animal apart. I wouldn't because I like animals. Anyone could go out and rip an animal up. What the fuck are you talking about? I want to be scared of my man. I want him to scare me. The brains of these people. But also, here's a thing we can take from that, right? Is that all these alpha males are like, you need to do a job, you need fitness, you need to get a job, you need to do this, you need to have loads of money. But hear how this lady's saying, I don't care if he makes loads of money, I want him to be able to rip an animal open for me. Maybe that can be like a new wedding tradition. Husband has to rip open an animal, and if they don't do it, then they're not man enough to marry. If you have a time, search up alpha males on anything. It is hilarious. It's a really good laugh. Some of them look like really satire characters, but they're being genuine. They really think anyone but 17-year-old boys are like super interested in what they're saying. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. I'm gonna walk away with my jeans and I'll see you next time. Bye.